Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a great day. I know I am. I just broke something. But let's get on with today's episode. I have done a little bit in between episodes. And yeah, see, what did I break? I don't. There it is. Anyways, back on to what I did. Alright, I did actually make some of these bronze chests, and they're not too bad. Only thing is, you can't scroll in and out. So that is a bit of a downside on them. And you see I have a lot of things smelting up. Upgraded these to gold. I don't know if I did that in the last episode. And there's a special chest right here. We'll get to that in just a minute. And I feel like a complete idiot. I'll be honest. I didn't read the quest very well. And if we go into this quest, and the one that I didn't read was this one right here. Electrolyzer. Use the electricity to separate items into their more basic components. For example, you can break down water into hydrogen gas, or break down clay into sodium, silicon dust, lithium dust, and aluminum dust. I'm an idiot. I didn't think about the clay, all that clay I have been collecting. I have still 176 in here. Ran quite a bit through the electrolyzer. And look at this. We got a ton of stuff. And that should be the thing. It does actually take quite a bit. It's like 7 to make that, but I had a lot of it. Ding ding. So this would have helped me quite a bit whenever it was coming to the making of the batteries, because really, look at this. I can make a lot better batteries with this lithium dust. Wish I would have thought of that, but I didn't. But that is one quest out of the way, and like I said, I feel like a complete idiot. Remember, everybody, when there's a questing book, read the questing book. So, let's get all this stuff put away real quick. And that actually gets us, well, just a basic omni nickel. But it does break it down to, we need phosphorus dust and sulfur dust. These two can be, well, let's see. Do we have any phosphor? I don't know if we do. No, we do not. That's something I'm going to have to go find, and I think I know where to find some. And, let's see. Deep mob learning, yada, yada, yada. Cinnabar and pyrite, which also provides galenium, which is something that we're in need. Apatite veins. I have not found any apatite veins. I don't believe. I might be lying. Lapis, sulfur, sodium. Nope. Anyways, since we don't have that right now, this chest, it is actually pretty important here. And if we take that off, there's a lot of components here, all spaced out properly. That's because I was very busy on making every one of the pieces I needed for all this stuff. And it does take you down a little bit of a quest line, but let's go ahead and grab this stuff. Grab these and this. And what I'm going to do is simply just craft up a lot of these things. Now, I think, let's see. Yeah, I should be able to make 4 of each of these. There we go. There should be another quest done. And the reason I want to get that one out of the way is actually, it's very important for this next quest line right here. Early game. Now, to get the LV assembler, which will actually make our life a lot simpler, you had to make these pieces beforehand. Now, I should be able to make the LV assembler quite easily. Now, all I'm missing is the refined chips, which I thought I had them. Which I could have swore I had them. And all I was needing was that diode, which needed the tiny piles of galenium dust. That is what we're working on. Now, galenium, I actually have quite a bit. See, I actually have a few stacks of, or at least one stack and a partial. Now, I could take this, break it down, and then I have to electrolyze it and I get lead. There's sulfur. All right, so we need either bauxite or ferrolite. I think I might have one or the other. There we go. We got a little bit of ferrolite. I cannot pronounce that. And it's pretty easy. Just have to break it down. And this machine, well, it's great and all, but I have an idea for a power that it's going to take me a minute to get to it. But once I get to it, it's going to be magnificent. Have all the power I could possibly need. And where'd you go? All right, so we have to take that, and I can turn it to zinc, or we can centrifuge it. Now, I have been just using the hammer to do this because it's a lot faster, and all we have to do is centrifuge. Now, this might take a minute, but it'll be well worth it. I'll come back in a second when this is all done. Actually, it should be done right about, look at that. Selenium dust. Now, I should be able to make 4 of those, which can make 2 of those. Making sure I'm getting every bit of the questing done. And now, there we go. Basic assembler, LV. Oh, yes. Now, I don't think I'm going to need this anymore. So I can go ahead and move this out of the way. And I did have to increase this to 16 times conductive wire. The only reason being is it was kind of not being able to transfer all the power that was needed. Now, I don't know if I have any more conductive wire on me. I have 4 times. That means I got 8. Nope, not enough. So let me make up some more of this conductive wiring, and yeah, I'll be back in just a second. It shouldn't take me too long, luckily, since we do actually have the alloy smelter over there. All it's going to take is some iron and some redstone. Now, I got some more cooking up because we're going to need it, but look how thick this is in my hand. That's thick. All right, a little bit of a desync on that one. Not that big of a deal. Now we can put the basic assembler down. Now this thing's going to be useful. It can make things a lot better. A spray can, what? Look at that, 384 recipes. But you notice, was that a Zippo? You can make a lighter. That's great. But look, it can make a lot of things a little bit cheaper. But the main reason I want it is this right here. Circuit. Okay, so we can go to tier 1 circuits, and this is the second one. And look at that. All we need is some tin. Not that big of a deal. That's just 1 ingot of tin. So we can make capacitors. Look at that. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, right? You have to get aluminum, polyethylene sheets. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. And we can make them this way, which isn't bad. This way is cheaper. But this polyurethane sheets is where it kind of gets a little tricky here. You have to come up with a liquid chemical reactor between ethanol and air. Ethanol is ethanol and sulfuric acid, and it's like a long quest line down. And we get this through a distillery of, oh, what is that? Wood vinegar? Isn't too bad. And we can get actually quite a bit of other things out of this. Wood vinegar is charcoal byproduct. Or we can just use a distillery and distill that. It's basically steam and wood. That's it. That is not bad at all. And you get quite a bit for 16. So that is one of the options. Now let's go ahead and see what else we have in here. Oh, look at this, an iron hook. Basically, you have to have it up in this slot right here. And I can sit there and hang like I'm Spider-Man. Oh yes, that doesn't look uncomfortable at all. Can't really see where the hook is. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Well, that's a really close look at my face. And that's going to help us get around some of these things a little bit faster. Now this is an interesting recipe right here. this is actually the distillery, which we have to make this right here. So let's go ahead and grab all these parts out really quick. And a lot of these, the crafting isn't bad. It's just a lot of components. I mean, seriously, a lot of components. And it just took me a long time, and I didn't want to actually make you guys sit through all that. So all I need is the wrench and the screwdriver. So instead of making you guys sit through all that, look at that. There's the electronic pump. And I don't know if that was a quest, but we're just making sure. Now, it's saying the only thing we're missing is a blaze rod, glass, and do I have a blaze rod? Oh, see, that was a quest. I don't think I've actually been to the Nether yet. Huh. I haven't even thought about that. I have not been to the Nether yet in this pack. So you might be having to head there to get that last piece for this. Put all that stuff away just to be on the safe side. This is the autoclave. The autoclave can make a lot of things. It can make carbon dust into raw carbon fibers. There's not too many recipes, but it does help me transform a lot of these dust into what they should be. That's actually going to be quite useful. So let's go ahead and get the autoclave. And I think this is the last thing I need. So the last thing I need for the distillery is a blaze rod. I believe in the quest line, it was wanting us to get the distillery first. And that's actually nice. Got that out of the way. But now it wants us to get snad. And we can slowly make our way into this section right here. And the reason I'm kind of making a V line over there is because, well, basically I would like an applied energistic system. I don't like the fact that I'm having to sit here and search through all these chests for everything. And it'd make crafting a lot easier. I really don't know why that did not work. Unless this was actually for the basic mixer, which I think it is. Yep, there we go. Basic mixture out of the way. Now, all these conductive wires, we're going to need a little bit more rubber, which I have been cutting down a lot of rubber trees in between. And we can go ahead and let that go for a minute. And I really haven't done much. Just cutting these down ever so often helps quite a bit. And cutting these down. I did install a mod. If you notice, whenever I hit a key, Vein Miner came up. The only reason I got Vein Miner on here is to make it a little bit easier for me to do my mining in between episodes. Because if not, I'm going to be sitting there for a good, awful amount of time making that. And yeah, it's not the funnest things in the world to be doing all the time. Now, you can see how we've actually drained quite a bit in the batteries. Now, I want to try and rectify that today. And I think the easiest way I could do that is quite simply find a way to make infinite power. Now, let's see, we get the autoclave down. And we have enough room in this wall for one more machine. I might have to move this. I might need a little bit more conductive iron, but that should not be that bad. Matter of fact, I actually had the right amount in there. There we go. Now the basic mixer. Everything's up and going. I do actually have two macerators sitting here. One will actually auto-eject into this. And I'll go ahead and start going. And I had a little bit of a setup going on here just to try and make my life a little bit easier. But yeah. So we need to figure a way to get more power in here. Well, there's a lot of different things I could do. I could just basically get a ton of these, but they're just eating so much of my charcoal. I mean, if I put one in here, it does not last very long. That's about it. That's enough to kind of do a small little dent into this thing, but that's about it. I mean, not good enough to keep doing that. And I want more power. I always want more power. Now, Questline really doesn't give you much options when it comes to power. And also these conveyors are pretty good at moving things continuously through machines. And one of the most expensive parts, motor, piston, yeah, robot arms are components that for several powerful machines, and also useful as a machine cover for precise item movement. So that's what those things do. Now we got the LV mixer. The mixer, it can help me out with making a lot of different things like glue, more glue, distilled sulfuric acid, stuff like that. And that's going to be useful as well. Like I said, there is going to be a lot of things in here. But I've been looking, and I need to get the dark steel. That's something I need. And I did actually make some steel. I have 3 there. And I need 12 dark steel. So that's 9 steel ingots. And also 9 obsidian. That does not leave me very much obsidian, but I just put these in the alloy smelter like so. And it's going to slowly cook up. It's not horrible. But luckily, I already got 3. So that helps me out. And once this comes back, we'll complete that quest. Hopefully, we could try to get into something to help with this. Now, one thing I was looking at was some solar steam boilers. And I kind of want to just test this to see what this is like. Now, I just need some bricks, some bronze sheets. And that's about it. I get silver and bronze tubes. So, now if I had the extruder, that would be a lot cheaper. I don't have the extruder. So, bronze. Let's go ahead and make up some of this bronze in a second. And it should not be too bad. It's just 3 copper and 1 tin. And that's actually what I made all this out of. So, grab that and about 8 tin. All right, there's our 12 dark steel. While that's cooking, thank you. Now we can get into the charging station. Now it's going to take 5 steel plates, or dark steel plates, and a service quartz plate. Now, we have a lot of service quartz down in here. So I guess we just need to macerate it. We'll get 4 of them, macerate them. See what we come up with. My 5 dark steel plates. Now, I was trying to make the bricks, but I noticed something. I can't make bricks in the furnace. What I need is, guess it, either I can do it this way, which isn't bad. I mean, it makes me 8. Or I can do the alloy smelter and make a ingot mold, which I'm going to need to make anyways. So that's going to take 4 steel plates and the file and the hammer. I do have an empty sheet right here. So all I need to do is, hopefully, there we go, ingot mold. Now, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Throw this in there. And then throw the ingot, and there we go. We'll be making us bricks. How nice is that? Weird way of doing it, but it works. Now, I got the 5 plates. Let's go ahead and make the charging station. Now, this is going to need power. Oh, look at that. Flux production. Oh, yes. Now, are you getting power? No? Are you going to be weird? I think it's going to be weird. Use my last conductive iron. And all it's wanting us to do is get 1 charged service quartz. I don't know if I have any service quartz. I have service quartz studs, which I have to put through a autoclave, which is another reason why we made it, with 200 ml buckets of water, so that I can make 5 per bucket. Now the autoclave, I believe you just go like that. There we go. We got a bucket of water. We can put these in, and it turns them into their service quartz pretty quick. Now this, on the other hand, the way you have to do it is the autoclave into that, and then the autoclave into that. So not too bad. It uses what, 100 per? Yeah, 100 per. So I'm gonna need to get another bucket of water. And it shouldn't be too bad. We should probably put an unlimited water source. Wait, we have one. All right, let's go get these bad boys charged up. Should sparkle in a second. There we go. We got 2 charged service quartz. That's one step closer to the energy acceptor. Energy acceptor is going to take some flux plates, some electrical steel, which is not too bad, really. All you have to do is make the electrical steel, which is silicone or steel and silicone dust. Not that bad. Now, how's this doing over here? Our 36 bricks are down. Now, we have enough to turn one of those. All right, so we got quite a bit of those. And I don't think we're going to have enough power to do a lot of these, because I want to at least get 4 of these. Now, I would love to get some more power into these suckers. But I think the only way I'm going to be able to do that is quite simply work on these, on that solar generator. So this should be pretty easy. Now let's go ahead and see if I can craft these up real quick. So all I need is 6 silver. No, I need 9 silver ingots. I believe I have some silver just laying around in here. There we go. We got our 3 bronze or bricked bronze holes, which I don't think they have much other uses besides that. Small lava generator and this. So all we're missing is our silver plates and glass. So we're going to need 9 glass, which I believe I should have almost enough. Smelt up 2 more real quick. And I believe, yeah, we got a lot of stuff in there. And our plate should be done in here. Perfect. All right, let's give this a go. There's 3. That's not very many. And we're going to have to figure out how these works. I did clear out quite a bit of room up here. Now let's go ahead and set these down and see what they look like. Do they have any UI or anything? Yes, they do. So they have an in and out. So I'm kind of curious. If I put it back here, is that going to be no? And I have a feeling this is going to be the same thing with the that if I break it with the wrong thing, it's not going to work. So they all have sun right except for this one. Now I have a bad feeling when I add water to them, they're going to explode. It didn't explode. Okay. Now I do have these ender reservoirs. Now I would really prefer if I could get these like this and see if I could pipe into the bottom. Yes, Mr. Pig. All right, now they're getting water. They're getting pretty hot. Now, are they making steam? Oh, there we go. Look, they are producing steam. All right, so they're producing steam, not very fast. All right, these should be building up some steam in them. Got about a bucket in that one. And less than a bucket on this one. So if I hit extract, will this pull out all this steam automatically? Oh, they are getting steam. Not very fast, though. Not enough to really keep up. All right, so that is a good idea, but I think I'm going to need a lot more in the ways of clay. Let me go get some more, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, everybody, it looks like we're actually pretty close on creating enough power. Just barely under it. I might have to redesign this. I actually put down quite a bit more than what I was expecting. I think I know how I can run this. Now, how many did I make here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So if I'm had 22 of those, I'm going to take 22 times 4 is 88 bricks. So that's quite a bit of bricks. But we can do it. We actually have plenty of bricks. I can go ahead and get those hooking up after I start working on the bronze again, which is going to be another 48 of them. Shoot, let's just do a stack, which would be, what would that be, 21 if I do it that way. So let me get this stuff smelted up one more time, and let's see what we can come up with. Well, that just happened. So that's what happens when they get too hot without water. Oh, that kind of made me jump a little bit. Oh. Luckily, I did find a good place to get bricks at. I got a few. So I guess that's why I'm going to be using the last few bronze I have. And make one more batch real quick. Ow. Alright, as you can see, we're actually building it up. It's slowly taking some time. But yeah, it's just going to take a little bit of time for these to go. Because they have to get to a certain temperature before they start getting that 55 millibuckets per 25 ticks. And you have to get this bar maxed out. Like this one is about to be here, but you can see the rest of these, well, this one blew up. But the rest of these aren't quite there yet. They're getting there. So they're going to start producing that 55. So 55 times 22, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's about a bucket every 25 ticks. Actually, it's a little bit over that. And that should actually help with this. Look at this. It's actually staying kind of steady. I mean, it's not perfect. And if I really need to, I could throw something here to burn. Just for a split second, and it'll give it a little bit more of a boost. Let's try that with actual charcoal. And yeah, I think that's actually going to be a good wrapping up point. We have a renewable form of power. You can see that's actually built up, and we should be getting some RF built up in there, or some steam. Yeah, once those actually kick in completely, this thing will be perfect and be running all the time. It's already charged up quite a few of these batteries. So this is going to be able to run non-stop without me even really thinking about it. So let's go ahead and wrap up here today. I know I didn't get much done, but this is a big achievement right here, having something that's automated. I can just sit back, relax, and forget about it. I think in the next episode, we're going to be working more on getting the applied energistics up and going. We do have to get the SNAD, which is a little bit of a hassle. I mean, we have to get pulsating iron, which shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's just fluid solidifier. And we're going to have to figure a way to get that. It's pulsating iron dust, which, yeah, looks like it's going to be a process in itself. It's probably an alloy smelter, yeah. Pulsating dust, which actually we can get by just using the uranite dust, which shouldn't be too bad. And some void upgrades, which will help. And actually, that right there, I keep thinking I have Optifine on, will be our next form of power, and it should be quite easy, especially with this SNAD right here. I don't know if that would actually complete the quest, but we're not going to do that right now. But until the next time, everybody, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day. And don't forget, take it easy. Later.